Now, we know the theme of this mission is the biological and physical sciences in space. Can you tell us a little bit more about the main goals?
Well, it's interesting that China is following a very similar path to what we did when I worked on the International Space Station. And my job was actually with those words you just mentioned. One of the prime reasons you do space research is to understand the effect of weightlessness on things that are living, materials that you want to make into new components, how it affects the human body, and how you can look back at the Earth and out to the stars. So in other words, virtually anything that you can be curious about has applicability at the space station, and that's exactly what China's doing as well.
And where is the rapidly developing Chinese space program going, do you think?
Well, it's like, a large mature space program where you can do one of everything. You've got missions to Mars, you've got some really interesting missions to the Moon, you've got a permanent space station in orbit, and recently it was announced that you're going to be expanding it and adding commercial stuff. And of course, China said that they look to land humans on the Moon by 2030. So to answer your question, China is doing just about everything. But there seems to be a very strategic focus. Each mission builds upon the previous one, and they've been successful thus far. So I expect nothing but success in the future.
So with people on the Moon by 2030, what does that mean? Are we talking Elon Musk-style trips to the Moon for civilians, or is this more of just a taikonaut mission?
I guess I'm an expert, and my answer is I don't know. In one case, if you've got China sending research teams there, it'll be three or four people in a little base. If America is going to send a few people, it is going to be a few people, but maybe in an Elon Musk rocket. Jeff Bezos from Blue Origin is also going to have a large capability, and China's building some new rockets. So, the interesting thing about this is that once we all return to the Moon and stay there, then everything else will follow. And it goes back to my I don't know, but I suspect it'll be something more interesting than we're expecting right now.
Certainly. It's not too long a way off as well, so we'll have to wait and see. Keith Cowing, appreciate your time.